pitch softball draw. You'll notice this
You
week.
can stop.
Okay.
It's testing the bandwidth. I'll tell you. I'll just go like this and then.
Okay.
All right, go.
Hi, my name is Scott Greiner, and I'm going to be doing the men's Class D2 ASA men's slow pitch draw today. You'll notice Steve Dimitri's not here. That's because his team's involved, so he decided he should pull himself out. And Bob Ream's out coaching, umpiring softball. Helping me is my fellow Chapman Ford employee here in East Petersburg, Morgan. And this is sponsored by the North American Sports Federation, best place to buy athletic insurance for amateur athletics of any sort, not just softball. And we're going to go ahead and, first of all, I want to congratulate the East State champions, Applegate, from the Millennium Softball League, and Joe Organic, that's his league, first state championship for them. The Hawks from District 2 and Union Station, my boys with Hot Z. Hawks finished second, Union Station third, Stingers fourth, and Facenda Whitaker from the Millennium League, I believe, as well, fifth. I think the Millennium League ended up putting 3 out of the top 7, so that's a great thing. Upcoming events, D1 states is July 30th and 31st. The deadline for entries is Friday, July 22nd. C states, and the league rule is in effect for all these tournaments. We did not pull off a no league rule tournament, so therefore that is also has the league rule in effect for C states. That deadline is July 29th. And lastly, 35 and over states and state college there are going to be 2 different championships, one with the league rosters where you have to be a league roster and a D or E team, and one where you can make your own team. And you get those entries in. That championship is August 13th, and I don't believe I said so, but the C states is August 6th. So, not going to fool around much tonight. We're going to get right to the point. We're here to do the draw. So what's going to happen is Morgan and myself will just go back and forth. They're going to pull a name out. We will not allow, as long as we can avoid it, we will not allow a team from the same district to play each other in the first round. That could end up not happening because there are 7 byes, so someone could win a game and end up playing someone from their district. We may not be able to avoid that. So the first 14 teams, unfortunately, we pull out are going to be playing a pigtail game. We'll try to tell you the game and the time and the field number. These will all be posted on the Pennsylvania Slow Pitch site by Thursday. We'll go over them tonight, and we will try to zoom in on it at the end. All right, so we're going to start it off. Go ahead, Morgan, pull one of those out. All right, so this is Barnaby's of Ridley Denise, and that's going to be the first game, which is on field 1 at 8 o'clock. And Barnaby's is from District 6, so put a 6 after their names. Here, you can put, I can read it, and you can just put Barnaby's, you don't have to put that whole thing. All right, so the second team, I'll pull out the second team, is Lion Blue. And Lion Blue's out of District 8, so we're okay there. So put Lion Blue and an 8 beside him. And you just laid that. Okay, good. All right. So that's field 1, 8 a.m. Go ahead, pull one out. The Rage, District 2. And the second team, McCullum Insurance, Old State, from District 6. Just put a column, that's fine. Yep. Pull one out. And that's the field 2 game at 8 a.m. MKS Creekside is from District 14. MKS Creekside. All right. And then you can pull out the next one. Here we go. The Gamecocks from District 6. Gamecocks. All you guys are listening right now don't want to hear your name because you don't want to have to play that extra game, but that's the way it goes. The last 8 a.m. game, right? Game 4 on field 4. No coincidence. Eagles Club. Eagles Club from District 4. So put a 4 beside that. And their opponent will be Aubrey Alexander Toyota. And your names will be in full on the eventual bracket, but we're just trying to keep it simple here to our list. They're out of District 4. Was that the same district? So we have to skip that. I'm sorry. So what we're going to do is they're going to drop to Game 5. Just put them right here, and we'll overcome that. I'll put a 4 by it. So they got skipped to a 9 o'clock game. So their opponent instead will be Enola Pizza. Here you go. Nola Pizza from 11. Nola, 11. Yep. Go ahead. So the opponent for the 9 o'clock game for Aubrey, out of District 14, will be Chaos Custom. All right. So now we're up to Game 6, and out of District 14, we'll have Nona Rosa. Nona Rosa. There you go. 14. Got it? You pick the opponent. Yep. Good job. The Pintos, there are 2, so we're okay. Pintos. District 2 out of the Gap League, I think? No, I'm sorry. They're out of the Intercourse League. They just won last night. I watched them win a game at 16-14. All right, so Game 7, which is also a 9 o'clock game on Field 3, is Home Court Sports Bar, and they're at 12. Home Court, just put Home Court and 12. There you go. And you pick the opponent. Lob City out of 6, so we're okay there. Last week we were told it was pretty boring. It took too long, so even though it's still probably boring, we're going to make it go a little quicker. Your turn. Brawlers. So Game 8 will be the Brawlers. This is the first game that's not a pigtail game, and they're out of 2. And their opponent will be, I'll check the district first. Out of District 3, Stud. It's a very simple name. Right to the point, huh? All right, Game 9, which is the first 10 o'clock game, out of District 5 is St. Matthews. St. Matthews from 5. And then out of District 3 will be MVP. Boy, District 3 teams have very short names. We have a 4-letter team, a 3-letter team. That's very, very concise. By the way, Steve Dimitri's getting in the Hall of Fame this year, as is Joe Organic. And if you can buy tickets to the Hall of Fame banquet, that'll be worth a lot of money. The first team here now on the Game 10, 10 o'clock on Field 2 is Turks Athletics from District 1. A very, very good team. If you're watching this draw and you're a team that's in this hat right now, I don't think you want this next team to be you. Turks are very good. Their coach is a very nice guy. All right, so we got Gibbons, which is Steve Dimitri's team. Sorry, Steve. They're out of 14. That's a really, really bad draw. Steve's pitching, so Turks, don't hit middle, please. All right, next. Main Street Bar from 4, and that's Game 11, which is also a 10 o'clock game. That's on Field 3, and it's Main Street Bar out of 4. Go ahead, Morgan, you pick the next one. Thank you. It was 4, right? We got to skip this one down to Game 12 because it's also a District 4. Dead Rabbit, which is a very concerning name, / Elite Misfits. So Dead Rabbit is on. Also they're on Field 4, and they're at 10 o'clock game as well. So now we're going to pick the opponent for Main Street. Out of District 14, that opponent will be DePaul Brothers. DePaul Brothers will play Main Street, 10 a.m. on Field 3. And then the opponent for the Dead Rabbit team, out of District 8, will be Port Legion. Port Legion. District 8. Port Legion. Put Legion there, please. L-E-G-I-O-N. All right, your turn to pick. So now this is Game 13 on Field 1 at 11 a.m., a little later. InfoQuest out of 11. InfoQuest. Let you see it. And they will play Bridgeport Beer / Tasco's. We'll just call it Bridgeport Beer. Wait, are they at 14? No. Okay, so 14. Here you go. Bridgeport Beer. So that's Game 13. InfoQuest versus Bridgeport Beer 11 a.m. Field 1. The second 11 a.m. game will be out of District 16, Jessup Sidebar. Here we go. See that? Jessup Sidebar out of 16. And then you pull the opponent there. There we go. Out of District 4, Hometown Mortgage. Yeah, just put MORT here. All right. Next game, game 15. This is the last game that is not, oh no, I'm sorry, there's one more game, it's not a bye game, sorry. So this is a 11 a.m. Field 3 out of District 3. The first team is Steel Pub. That's the longest name we've had out of District 3, I think. Go ahead, pull the next one. Klein's out of District 4. Klein's. I believe that's sponsored by Steve Klein, who was a famous pitcher for like the Cardinals, maybe? I'm trying to be as smart as Steve Dimitri, that'll never happen. Game 16, the last game that has not a bye game coming in. Queen City out of District 3. Queen City, 3. Why don't you pull the next one, Morgan? Dig in there. And this is out of 3 as well, so this will not go there. This will be a bye game. So this is game 17, will be at noon. It'll be from District 3, and the Outlaws will play the winner of the first game, game 1. So the Outlaws out of District 3 will be that opponent. Now let's see who had game 1. That was someone out of 6 and 8, so good. We won't match up districts there either. That's a good start. Now we still need to pull an opponent for Queen City. The last game, it's not a bye, and we have an opponent. District 4, Silver Lake / Fine Line will play Queen City at 11 a.m. on Field 4. Right? Yep. All right. So here are the byes. We've had one bye drawn already by the Outlaws. The next bye, winner of game 18, winner of game 2, which was between Rage and McCullum of 2 and 6. Let's hope that this is out of District 8. We have Pine Grove Mills VFW. Just put Pine Grove VFW because we have short space. They're out of the way, so we're good. So there, we still don't have a mismatch, hopefully. Now we're going to go to, we have 5 left. 5 teams are left in the bucket. Let's make sure there's 5 in here. Yep, looks like it. So the next bye team, game 19, which is game 3 winner. The game 3 was MKS out of 14 and Gamecocks out of 6. And out of District 3, we're still doing good. Sam Owens out of 3. Pull one out of there. I'm going to get a chance to know right. And so now this is game 20. It's at noon on Field 4, and it's the winner of game 4. And we could have a matchup between districts, and that's unfortunate. But we're going to go right with the rhythm. That's what we said we'd do. So Magnum Motors will play the winner of Eagles Club and Enola. Magnum Motors will play the winners of Eagles Club and Enola. Now, this is interesting. Game 21, winner of Game 5 would play, which is again going to involve a District 4 team. We're not going to go around this. And Sunbury Eagles / Unhinged. Put down Unhinged so we know which team that is. Unhinged will be the player of that bye. And they'll play at 1 o'clock on Field 1. And so we have 2 teams left in the bucket. And this is going to be game 22, winner of game 6, which was between a 14 and a 2 team. And there's just so many 4s in here. You guys did a great job of getting teams in. MHT is going to play the winner of game 6, which that's okay because that didn't have a 4 in it. So MHT has the winner of game 6, so put MHT right there. They're good. And the last team out of the bucket with the last game on Field 3 will be Smitty's softball, again out of District 4. A lot of District 4 teams. Great job to the Homers, I believe. I think that's District 4. And that's 4. So, I don't know if Pete, my IT guy, can zoom in good enough on this list or not. I'm going to lay it down. We'll see. I'll read it off a little bit here, and then I'll lay it down for you. So, in review, Game 1 is Barnaby's out of District 6 versus Lion Blue. Game 2, these are all, first 4 games are at 8 a.m. Field 1, Field 2, Field 3, Field 4. Rage versus McCullum, Field 2. MKS versus Gamecocks, Field 3. Eagles Club versus Enola, Game 4, or Field 4. Then, starting again at 9 a.m., Field 1, Aubrey versus Chaos. Nana Rosa versus Pintos on Field 2. Home Court versus Lob City on Field 3. Brawler, those are the 7 play-in games. Then Brawlers versus the Studs on Field 1 at 9 a.m. I'm sorry, that's Field 4. That's a misprint. I apologize. Field 4. Thanks. Field 4 at 9 a.m. will be Brawlers and Stud. Then at 10 a.m. it'll be St. Matthews and MVP. At 10 a.m. again on Field 2 it'll be Turks and Gibbons. Main Street versus DePaul on Field 3. Dead Rabbit versus Port Legion on Field 4. Then at 11 a.m. on Field 1, InfoQuest versus Bridgeport Beer. Then at Field 2 will be Jessup and Hometown Mortgage. Field 3 will be Steel Pub and Klein's. Field 4 will be Queen City and Silver Lake. Then at noon we'll have the winner of Game 1, which was Barnaby's and Lion Blue playing Outlaws. We'll have the winner of Game 2 on Field 2 playing Pine Grove VFW. Then we'll have on Field 3 the winner of Game 3, which Game 3 was MKS and Gamecocks. That'll be Magnum Motors, another very good team, by the way. Then on Field 4, we'll have the winner of Game 5. I'm sorry, on Field 1, we'll have the winner of Game 5. Unhinged will play the winner of Aubrey and Chaos. And then MHT on Field 2 will play the winner of Nana Rosa and Pintos. And then lastly, Smitty's on Field 3 at 1 o'clock will play the winner of Home Court and Lob City. So you can listen to this over and over again. I'm going to try to let him zoom in on this list right here. And that'll end our broadcast. When he zooms in on that, hopefully gets it clear enough for you to see. There will be a bracket posted on the Slow Pitch ASA website by Thursday. It'll have everything in it, or at least the starting times for everybody. That's up to Bob. And you will obviously see the bracket. There is bat testing, so get there early. Other than that, good luck to everybody. And we'll have the D1 broadcast Sunday, the week before the D1 states. So this was the D2 broadcast, and thanks for listening.